At the beginning of the story, we see a girl named Holly who is telling the story of her disappearance. She is not a ghost, but still, no one can see or hear her. Then we see her childhood, where she has an older sister named Vanessa and a younger brother named Troy. Holly is neither the eldest nor the youngest, so she feels like no one pays attention to her. However, her mother, Victoria, loves her deeply. When Holly is very young, her mother passes away due to an illness, and her whole life changes. She starts feeling very lonely, as if she is slowly disappearing. One day, she completely vanishes. No one can see her anymore, not even in photographs. As years pass, Holly learns to live like this. She buys an apartment in a building where they don't ask too many questions and starts working as a journalist. Because she is invisible, she can easily sneak into places and take pictures of famous people. Even though she is invisible, she still visits her family. Her brother Troy now lives in a small room where he works on his photography. Her sister Vanessa is married, and their father Paul works in real estate. Holly visits them but soon leaves again because it hurts her to see that they don't even seem to care that she has been missing for so many years. Being invisible has some advantages. She can go anywhere, see anything, and wear whatever she wants without worrying, but still, she feels extremely lonely. One evening, while she is watching a famous couple, a man suddenly grabs her and throws her out of the club. He is the first person who can see her, and Holly is overjoyed. She wants to ask him thousands of questions, but quickly runs back inside. Later that night, while looking through her old articles, Holly finds a picture of their man. His name is Shane, and he used to be a famous boxer. Holly realizes that years ago, she took a scandalous picture of Shane with a girl, which ruined his career. He was once a world champion and dated a supermodel named Juliana, but after Holly's photo spread, people turned against him. Juliana left him, and he was even accused of illegal activities. Then, after losing a match against a famous boxer, he was forced to quit boxing. Holly feels guilty for what happened to Shane and wants to help him, so she waits outside the club for him. When he comes out, she apologizes and offers to help him restore his reputation. At first, Shane gets angry and tells her to leave, but Holly asks for just 5 minutes to prove her abilities. Soon, Shane goes to meet his manager, and Holly easily sneaks in and reads the manager's messages. Shane is shocked by what she can do. Holly tells Shane that his manager is lying and taking a big part of his earnings. Hearing this, Shane talks to his manager and demands more money. After they step outside, Shane asks Holly what is really going on. Holly explains that no one except him can see her, but Shane does not believe her. To prove her point, Holly stands in front of a moving car. Shane quickly pushes her away just in time to save her. The driver, confused, starts shouting, which makes Shane realize that Holly is telling the truth. No one else can see her. In a few days, they become good friends because Shane is the only person who can see and hear Holly. One day, Holly suggests that they might be connected in some way and can help each other. Hearing this, Shane invites her to his home for a discussion. Holly secretly hopes that if she helps Shane, she might become visible again. Shane then shares his story. He tells Holly that his stepfather kicked him out of the house. Later, while running away from bullies, he developed an interest in boxing. Now that he is banned from professional boxing, he survives by participating in small tournaments. One day, Holly watches one of his matches and gets scared by the violence. She is shocked to learn that Shane risks his life for just $300 per fight. Holly advises him to enter bigger tournaments to earn more money, but Shane explains that after his scandal, no big fighter wants to compete with him because he is not famous enough to sell tickets. Determined to help, Holly researches famous boxers and discovers that a well-known fighter, Suarez, is accused of using steroids. She sneaks into his house, takes pictures of him using steroids, and blackmails him into fighting Shane. Suarez agrees, and the match is set for 6 weeks later, an opportunity that could change both Shane and Holly's lives. One day during Shane's training, Holly admits that she is scared of crowded places. Shane feels bad because this means she won't be able to watch his fight in person, but Holly reassures him that she can watch the match on TV from his house. On the day of the fight, despite being away from boxing for 5 years, Shane wins. However, he receives very little money as his manager takes most of it. Later, when they return home, Shane takes Holly to the rooftop and they talk about the match. He starts wondering if Holly is real or just a hallucination caused by the injuries he received during the fight, but deep down, he wishes she is real. Then he suddenly kisses Holly. At that moment, a reporter secretly takes their picture. Shane tries to catch the reporter, but he runs away. The next day, Holly sees a newspaper with a picture of her shadow. In reality, the reporter had intentionally edited the image to make it look like she was there, even though no one can actually see her. Later, at a press conference, Shane fires his dishonest manager. After leaving the event, Holly follows Bones, Bones, a boxer, and blackmails him by sending him some pictures. It turns out that Bones spent the night with an underage girl. To keep this truth from coming out, he agrees to fight with Shane. Then the shocking truth comes out. Holly is not just arranging fights for Shane, she is also blackmailing his opponents to make sure he wins. On the day of the match, Shane easily defeats Bones, regaining his lost fame. But Holly is not done yet. She spreads a rumor that Attila, another top fighter, is ready to challenge Shane. Soon, this news spreads everywhere. Holly sneaks into Attila's house to find evidence against him, but she finds nothing. Later, she visits her sister Vanessa and learns that she is pregnant, but Vanessa is hiding this news from her husband. The next day, Holly goes to a bar to take pictures of Juliana, Shane's ex-girlfriend. She wants to find out who Juliana is dating now. To her shock, she sees that Juliana is with Shane. Holly gets furious, shouts at him, and comes out of the bar. Shane follows her, but she refuses to listen. Finally, Shane angrily admits that he wants to be with a real person. Holly, in anger, confesses that she is the reason he has been winning fights. He is not strong enough on his own. Hearing this, Shane becomes furious and kicks Holly out of his life. Days later, Holly is drinking alone in her room when Shane suddenly arrives. He reveals a truth. His career did not end because of Holly's pictures. In reality, Shane was not serious about his training, and both he and Juliana cheated on each other. When the pictures came out, Shane simply could not handle the pressure. Holly finally realizes that she has been blaming herself for something that was never her fault. She tries to kiss Shane, but he ignores her. Angry, Holly pushes him out of her room. The next morning, when Holly wakes up, she cannot see herself in the mirror. Confused and scared, she rushes to find Shane, but now, even he cannot see her. She is terrified. Meanwhile, Juliana meets Shane and jokingly tells him that she does not stay with losers. This makes Shane wonder if he had never become famous again. Would Juliana have even spoken to him? Holly, realizing that she is completely disappearing, visits her family one last time. She makes a small accident in her sister's house, making her husband notice a pregnancy test. Seeing it, he becomes very happy, but Vanessa looks nervous. She has always been afraid that she will not be a good mother. Finally, Holly visits her brother, Troy, and watches a film he made. She discovers a girl that Troy loves. She is really nice, but he is too scared to talk to her, so Holly secretly pushes her from behind, making her fall. Finally, Troy helps her up and begins talking to her. Later, Holly visits her father and sees 3 beautiful paintings made by her mother. She realizes that her father still remembers and misses her mother. That's when it hits her. She was so lost in her own sadness that she never noticed her family's pain. Finally, she apologizes to her father and decides to change herself. Then she takes a bus to watch Shane's fight. Even though she is scared of crowds, she still wants to support him. When she reaches the stadium, Shane is losing the match. Wanting to help, Holly sneaks into the ring and starts cheering for him. When Shane looks at her, she is completely shocked. He can see her, but not just him. The entire audience can see her now. Without caring about anything, Holly runs to Shane and holds his hand, but before they can react, the security guards grab Holly and throw her out. Moments later, Shane loses the match. After the fight, his gold digger girlfriend Juliana immediately breaks up with him, proving that she was only with him for her own benefit. Right away, Shane runs to Holly and gets her released from the guards. Finally, he hugs her tightly, and both of them have tears of happiness because they finally achieved what they wanted. A few days later, Holly visits her father again. The moment he sees her, his eyes light up with joy. After so many years, he finally gets his daughter back. He hugs her tightly, never wanting to let go. By this, the movie ends here. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to like the video.